But there's a regular show, and that's not even a show. But I made some bonus shit. What do I call those episodes? It's a nothing more show. It's a nothing more show, and it's starting right now.
Hi everyone, Chris James here, alive and well and hosting the Nothing More show. You may have noticed at the end of the last episode a few weeks ago, somebody came into the studio and I seemed very scared. It was St. Patty and I was concerned he was going to kill me, but he was actually just showing up to tell me that he was willing to intern, work for free, and he was just looking to get as much knowledge about the program as he possibly could. And he's here right now. He's over in the corner, just sort of leering at me, lots of concentration. He's just sort of staring and taking notes. And he has not broken eye contact with me. Hello, St. Patty. And it's nice to have him around, and it feels a lot more comfortable now. All right, this week we've got a great bonus episode for you as Patrick Netherton gets a call from the tailgater. First, though, we have a new show called the Dr. Claudia Show, and I called to get some advice on what I should do with my teenage sons, Jesse, Mike, Rob, and Stefan. Check it out.
Call now, 833-400-5050. Here's Dr. Claudia.
Well, it's great to be with you. This is the Dr. Claudia Show. We have Jason on the line. He's a single father of 4 teens. And Jason, what can we do for you?
Wow, and we'll just give everyone a second to pause and take that in. A single father of 4. Wow, yeah,
well,
it is just as crazy as it sounds, Claudia.
I'm hyperventilating, so everybody else is too. First of all, we bow down to you. Oh, Jason, you're doing an incredible job. Not that you have a choice. But tell us what's happening.
That is the unfortunate truth of it is, and you know, I'll be honest with you. It's one thing having the 4 kids. These are 4 boys as well, and now that they're getting into their teenage years, though, they've all got their very specific personalities. Obviously, the oldest, Jesse's kind of a smart aleck. You know, he'll spill a bunch of ice on the floor. You just kick it under the fridge. You know.
Well, at the same time,
he's always saying, "What kind of toilets do we have? You know, do we have the full flow toilets in here?" And he's always sort of critiquing the toilets that we have in the house.
Gosh.
And
so
Stefan, sorry.
You're saying that mom is out of the picture. And
yes.
Something my producer said, you wanted to know how to add the motherly figure, and that's for 4 teenage boys.
Exactly. You're correct. It? Because when there's just Jesse, Stefan, Mike, and Rob, and all of them, I feel like in a different way are missing that. You know, I mean, Stefan's very vulgar. He's always will say poo poo pee pee, and he spends an awful lot of time in the bathroom and everything. Rob's he's in his own world. He's doing his own thing. You know, and then Mike's got this big Dracula thing going on.
How old are your sons?
There's range in age from 13 to 18, although Jesse's 18, but sometimes people say when Jesse's there, he's 19.
He wants to be older.
Yeah. You know, when you got these guys running around and, you know, Mike's yelling, "What's crapping?" and everyone, and Jesse's, they're saying poo poo pee pee, and they're too old to be acting that way, and I feel like it might have something to do with the lack of motherly, and I just wonder, I'm not in a relationship, I'm not looking to be in one, but is there anything that I can do myself to sort of fill that a little bit for them and make things a little better?
Absolutely. You're going to ask them to be adults that they are emerging to be.
And you use phrases that are neutral.
And that is, pretend your name is Johnson. In the Johnson family, we do not act like this. We do not use those words because I know what you're saying. Women bring civility.
Usually.
To a family. Yes. We create the moral fabric. You've got to start running this group like a business. And I do mean sit down and have that 10 or 15 minute family meeting. If you go over 1 minute, I swear I will hunt you down. Because
okay, Claudia, please don't hurt me, Claudia. I'm trying here.
You've got to keep your agreements because they'll never want to show up again.
I mean, one of the frustrating things is we have a group chat, which is kind of a cool modern day thing. But then Stefan went out and he got rid of his iPhone. Now we have to use a whole different chat function.
You want a face-to-face thing. You sit at the dinner table or wherever's the serious table, and you take notes. You go around and then you problem solve. Jesse, we're not going to hear about this again from you. You have boys there. They are immature. Mothers help them to develop
incredibly immature.
Well, how do you think they get mature? You know, your boys have friends,
I just wish they would start their stream on time is the big thing. But you've been so helpful, Dr. Claudia. Thank you so much. I bless you. You have a great day.
Well, thank you, Jesse.
Go to my website.
The jury's still out on whether or not Patrick Netherton actually likes the tailgater. Sometimes he seems to, and then sometimes he seems really annoyed at having to talk to him. This week, Tailgater calls in and tells him about his new foray into competitive drinking. Check it out.
Oh, I just saw the board. Terrific.
All right, let's talk to Gator, I guess. Gator, what's up?
What's happening, Patrick Connerton? How are you today, my good friend?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad, Pat Locke. I'm trying to do plays on your name, but sometimes I forget and I just say the original word. Hello?
I was just seeing how long you're going to take before you said anything.
Oh, man, I'll sit here all day, man. I don't got a job.
He's a motherfucking tailgater.
Anyways, Patty, I got to tell you, as everybody knows probably, if you don't know, I'm a beloved caller to the program.
Yeah.
One of Roger's best friends in real life.
Yes.
And I call all the time, and I'm a big sports fan. But I don't talk about going to the sports. And I started thinking to myself, Patty, why don't I get involved in a sport of my own? And that's just what I did.
Yeah.
A real competitive one, not like this softball nonsense where they kick you out of the league if you're drinking too much. I got involved in a real competitive sport.
Which is?
Competitive drinking.
I didn't realize that was an actual sport.
It is, where I come from. So I got involved in it, Patty, and I started thinking to myself, there's one thing I can do competitively, it's drinking. I can knock them back with the best of them. Now, what I did not realize was it turns out I cannot actually drink at a competitive level. I am just an alcoholic. So when I try to join the league, I try to drink the beer. I got what's called alcohol poisoning. Rogers will tell you about that.
No, Rogers has never had alcohol poisoning because his blood is half alcohol at this point. He might get blood poisoning, but not alcohol poisoning.
I'm in the hospital. I'm in a coma. I was in a coma for 69 hours, and I didn't lose my sense of humor. I appreciated the humor of that, obviously, but it was a serious situation. I was in intensive care, went into a full-on coma, and I'm sitting there basically as all of my friends and family surrounded me, and I could hear them, but I couldn't speak or communicate, and they're all talking about how are they responsible for this, and they're all feeling terrible and crying. And I'm basically seeing all of this and all the pain that I've caused, not to mention the horrible, horrible pain that I've caused myself physically and emotionally. And when things like that happen, Patty, I mean, you make decisions and you change yourself, even a guy like me. And I had to make a hard decision as a result of this, but I did it, Patty. I made that decision.
And what was that decision?
I'm only going to drink wine and spirits now.
Okay. Well, that's good.
He's a motherfucking tailgater.
I appreciate your
fortuitous nature in being able to do that.
I gotta get going here, Patty. Though I'm having relations with my aunt's friend, so I'll talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good.
Hope your aunt's friend's not your uncle.
Man. I don't know what to do with Gator. I don't know what, but apparently he's a good friend of yours, Raj. At least we know he's a good friend of yours. Ham bone.
Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Being a patron to this is really one of the most important things in my life. You doing this. You have made my life better collectively. Isn't that cool how the world can work that way? Just a 400 of you get together and put a small amount of money towards this, and it makes me happy and makes my life better, and we can all hang out together and have fun. Isn't that right, St. Patty? Okay. He's sort of chuckling over there to himself and still staring right at me. Thanks for watching, though, and check out the podcast. We did a video one. I don't know why. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.